Hey, so I'm just quickly going to go through the basics for the massage practitioners on how to get yourself started on Helm and how to use it for your appointments. Now, once you log in, you're greeted on your main page, which you're probably familiar with. You will see your upcoming jobs at the top, and that will only show, I believe, within the next day. So you'll see your jobs for the day and probably the next day as well. I believe that will show up here and it will show the date, the time, and the client that's booked in. You can see your upcoming shifts on this page as well, and these are all your consistent shifts, right? So Robin, for example, all of these are the same days and the same time for the most part. Now, one thing is that you can see about these shifts that you can set shift limits. This is just a little thing you can do, which you probably won't need to do, but it just sets a limit so that you aren't maxed out like crazy with 6 massages in one day. So if you max it out at 4, then once you hit 4 bookings, no, our staff and clients won't be able to book you in any more clients. Do not set any hour limit. That is already built into the software for your massage appointments, each to have 15 minutes extra in their block time for you to prep between clients. So do not worry about this. But if you do wish to click that, that is up to you, but you probably don't need to. Now, practitioners, if there's any open shifts on a day, I will mark them in the schedule and you are able to claim them. I think this is kind of a first come, first serve thing. But if you watch this video before Monday, October 30th, and you're available for any time frame within 9 to 5 or between 5 and 9, um, let me know. You can claim the entire shift if you're available, but if you're only available from 11 until 3, it's better to have someone available than nobody. So in that case, you can claim it. Just make sure you let me know that you're only available between 11 and 3, and I will make sure that your shift is reflected. So I'll change this. Instead of 9 to 5, I'll change it from 11 until 3, for example. You're totally welcome to claim the whole shift. But if you do and you can't take the entire time frame, let me know and I'll change it up for you. Ignore employee shifts. You're not trained for that. Now, there's some extra information. You have your basic 2 hour book ahead minimums. Don't change that, but if you do edit, you can override the 2 hour minimum while you're on premise. So you can read that there. I think you'd probably want to put 1 hour, but that's up to you. So if you're at Float House mid massage, clients can still book in with you, and our staff can book in with you. Um, over an hour only while you're at shop. You got your bio here, which you're welcome to edit if you ever want to make some changes to that. And there's a nice little thank you message too that you can make um, when people leave a tip. So there you go. Another thing is when you need a break midday during your shift, or if you are unavailable for a whole day, um, what you'd want to do is go to the day that you're working. So, for example, you can tell Robin, this is Robin's shift. He's the only person available, which that should be the case. Um, Make sure you're doing this on a computer. Okay, don't do this on your phone, and I'll tell you why, because it's a click and a drag. And I've talked to a couple people about this, but the click and drag is terrible on your phone. It's actually impossible. So if you need a lunch break, for example, um, from 11:30 until 12, right? You just click and drag and you can write your reason, right? Just like that. So now you can see clients can't book in after 10:30 because that will override your lunch break. Um, if you want to make a whole day unavailable, for now, that's okay. But if we're wanting to book a day off for you like over 2 weeks ahead, it's better to actually request a vacation so that your entire day you're going to be unavailable, but it will allow other practitioners to claim your shift. So if you drag and drop a whole day, that's going to make that that whole massage shift unavailable for others as well. But we're not going to worry about that for now. Okay, but if you do need some real vacation for a day, you go up here on the top right to the Helm logo, and you can click My Availability. And from here, you see this big green button. This is where you request your time off. So this is for full days of vacation only. And in this case, if you do this, I would actually suggest that you do not automatically mark it as approved, just so that I'm aware of what you're sending in and I can double check that that's all good. So for the time being, do not mark your own vacation request as approved. I'll do that, but I'll get to it as soon as I can. And like I said, it's for a full day. So if you request time off, even if you have a shift on that day, our staff will know that we cannot book clients in with you. And that will allow also other practitioners to maybe take that shift, and then they'll be made available for our staff to book in for that day. Now on the schedule, you got your clients here. If you are curious about their profile, you can click it. All right, and basically the few things that you might want to pay attention to is their visit history. So you can see how many massages they've received. This one was imported, so it doesn't say who they received their massage from, but any new massages moving forward will say who that was with. Now, there's no option to upload documents onto Helm, so we're currently working on a shared Google Drive folder in which you'll be able to access in a cloud all intake forms for massage clients. Now, notes is where you will put your soap notes for clients on Helm. If you're not collecting soap notes on your own, you can use the software to do so. You're very likely going to be seeing other staff's notes, for example, something like warmer water. Robin would never write that on someone's account, right? But what Robin will want to do for his own soap notes, do not mark it as important, but you can do soap notes, right? And you can write your stuff that you need to write, and when you post it, it's now here, and that is just for Robin's notes for this specific client. Now, if you're another massage practitioner and you're also working on this client, you can add your own soap notes and you can write what you need to here too. And so if this person is having recurring appointments, you can add your soap notes within that one note here. So you can, if you want to, you could even like add the date, right? Like this. And then you can write your notes for that day. So that's your soap note option there. I'm going to delete this. Okay, and the rest really you don't have to worry about. And I think that that's all the basics for the massage. And massage waiver is not something that's implemented just yet. Also, we have our intake forms in person. So we will continue to do that. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm your tech support. But as long as you know the basics of how to do soap notes, how to check your shifts, how to request time off, and how to make blocks in the schedule, then you are all good and set to run Helm